Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I know I haven't posted in a while, and a little recap. This is my second video. Uh, I think there's one person or two person watching, so that's really cool. And so today I had my first medical exam, medical school exam, and I came out feeling like I had failed. Fortunately, my school, when we take the individual exam, which is 100 questions or so, right after you take a group exam, and you kind of see how you did. They take about half the to half the hardest questions, and they put them, and you can do a group. It's not necessarily for points, but it's just kind of to see how you did and how you could do better. And I felt like I missed a lot. So after the exam, you're pretty much just free to do whatever you want. I went home and I felt depressed. I felt like I wasn't gonna make it. Like, why am I here? You know? So I just laid in my bed, just thinking about all the negative things that were gonna happen in my head at least. And I mean, some of those thoughts still persist in my head, and I'm worried. But I I started to think to myself, what could you have done better? And that's the point of these. I guess first couple of blocks, these first exam is just how can you be better? The school actually, the BCom school, the first, second years, and third years were all well, we were all kind of invited to this get together in this restaurant, and it was a good chance for me to go and talk to some of these second years, who are some are super smart second years, and talking with these second years, I was able to identify how 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 useless it is to feel depressed. The first thing they said to me is that one of the second years came up to me and he was like, "How do you go? How do you feel?" And my first instinct was to say, "Oh, it was good, blah 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 blah." I didn't want to seem like the oddball out or that I had done really badly. He's like, "Yeah, it sucked, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, it sucked. It actually really sucked." And he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck for a while." And that gave me some sense of it's gonna be all right. And that's kind of how it is, you know. You're trying to figure out first year, first 2 weeks. You're trying to figure out how the heck you're gonna do this. So for anybody who's wondering, should I prepare? How is the first few weeks? Honestly, it's it's just kind of crazy. You're trying to figure everything out, and it's okay to feel like it sucks. It's really hard. It's a lot harder than you think, but it's also a lot easier than you think. Just believe me. I had the unfortunate, um, well, not unfortunate. This was very fortunate, at least for one of the um, one of the students that was in our class. He actually decided that he would withdraw, and that kind of, it made me think like, why would he withdraw? And for some people, for some people who get accepted, the reason of being accepted surfaces. You can lie in your interviews. You can fake it till you make it until you realize that you don't want to fake it, that there's no reason to fake it. And he decided that he didn't want to fake it anymore. And that's awesome. You know, there's a lot of pressures coming into the medical field. You know, there's the pressure of, oh, I want to be rich. You know, there's so many things. You're not going to be rich. You're going to be well off. You're not going to be rich. If you're going to be rich, you're going to be unhappy. Not always, but there's family pressures. You know, are you going this because you want to do it? Because that's your passion? Or is it because your parents expect it from you? That's one of the hardest things you can deal with. Because it's not something that you can just get an answer. It takes time to dwell in, just like just like the student. It took him time, and as he was studying for these exams, he realized that's not what he wanted. No, no, that's not what he wanted, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Better now than in 5 years, 2 years. Who knows? Make sure you're going into medicine for the reasons that you're saying to people or you're telling people. It's tough, and it's gonna get tougher. This week, looking back, I could have done so many things different, and I know it's gonna get harder, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I guess this video was to kind of just encourage you guys, because I felt encouraged today. I didn't feel like I did well, and that's fine. And sometimes you guys, I don't know if you're an undergrad, I don't know if you're doing your graduate, you're trying to get into medical school, anything like that, it gets better. I promise. Just keep at it. If this is your passion, keep at it. I want to show you guys something. Today, I spent some time kind of getting ready for Monday. And it's Friday. Today is Friday. And, some people are against this, take your day off or anything that works. But I just want to show you guys this right here. 2 days worth of information. Just 2 days. I still have Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays to print out. And this is just the PowerPoint. You're going to do great. You can do this. If you're another medical student, you're probably better than me. But if you're struggling to get in, that's the reality. But you can do it. Um, I'll probably make a video about interviews and applications and how it all works and why do we need to do what we need to do and what looks like a competitive application. Some people will tell you different things, but I can just say from my experience, right? And if you have any specific questions, guys, just put them down in the comments, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Um, thank you guys for watching, and I probably should come up with, I don't know, a name for the channel. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Peace out. See you guys on the next one.